all those things will hit your mind, because we are we are in such a position where we enjoy one important thing in life, that is comfort zone. Whatever we want, everything should come from the comfort zone. That's what we have learned, that's what I believe today, because all thanks to your mobile and other online and accessibility and other things, everything you want at your fingertips, and within few minutes, and things are taken care of. Nothing you want to just take one step little ahead and just try and explore what things can be converted into an opportunity. That is, idea is converted into an opportunity. Especially, first thing is, let us understand what is business. Business is nothing but an activity which gives you a profit. Understood. But how business start? A business start for only one reason, to understand that what exactly a customer wants. If customer has something to be improvised, if customer wants something to be added to his day-to-day life, which makes his life little better, where he is ready to pay some money, or some probably charges for the services whatever you are going to provide, that is only the business what we are talking about. Now when question comes, how to identify the need of the customer or problem, whatever customer is facing, the solution for that problem is what, again, the generation of the idea. I have a lot of list to be discussed. I don't know how much time permits me. To begin with, very recently, all the things whatever I'm going to discuss is all live examples. Probably you can cross check anytime, or you would have also seen. Very recently, a couple has started a concept called as a Idli Guru. It is a only a concept where a small vehicle, where you can two-wheeler attached or three-wheeler attached, where they used to take this to the nearby parks. Bangalore has somewhere around 800 parks as of now, at least on paper, where they have identified few parks, and they have gone and they started only serving the idli. That is for only 10 rupees. One idli, 10 rupees. That is 30 idli concept time. Then who are the customers? The people who have just finished the walking and they came out, and now all these things have become very trendy. The moment you come out, you will get a lot of fruit juice, vegetable juice, and all those things. And people are okay spending 10 rupees. Now it has become 15 rupees, but okay with it. Now that hit the concept, and people have started, making use of it. And the franchise has grown so much, they are now selling their name, only the franchise part, for 50,000. And if they want that ready-made vehicle also to be made, that is 1 lakh. See, a small idea converted into a business. That is the first thing what we have understood. Now, very interestingly, I have come across with my own student after this COVID, they have started taking online classes, tuition classes, what we call, and which is working for their own benefit. All thanks to COVID. After that, for like, suppose if you want to start an online class for 8th standard, 5th standard, 10th standard, whatever it is, you can do it as well. You can do it from today only. Of course, you need to give a publicity, and you need to create your own profile, and you just circulate through YouTube or any other online platform, which is okay with it. When we are ready to share a lot of things, reels and other things in Instagram and other things, why not this? You can definitely do this. This is another thing probably which you can think of. Then I have also seen the lot of, especially the young girls, even boys. I am surprised where particularly this Mehndi business, where in Bangalore itself, somewhere around it goes to 1,500 to 1,800 crores business in a year. But most of the business has been taken over by the young boys from Assam, Bihar, and West Bengal, and all those things. I don't know where our talent has gone, but when I have realized that our own people are so smart in that. When I do a lot of functions, when I do a lot of programs, our children are the best when it comes to the craftsmanship, or when it comes to the design applicability and all those things. That is something which is to be remembered. See, one thing please remember: idea should not be in mind. Idea converted into a practicality or reality and made into the business is what we are talking about. Your business, and that should be converted. Of course, during the process, there are a lot of hurdles, issues, activities, then things to be taken care of. But idea should generate, it should come out of from your mind and run through the practicality as far as the society is concerned. Then one another business which I have thought, or rather probably which I am seeing in and around, is especially the catering business has become a maximum, to the highest level of course. Even a small party, and I'll tell you, you will be surprised. Even if I have a festival today at home, I am not going to cook. I am going to place an order for catering for 4 members, 10 members, whatever it is, for everybody in all generation, all categories, all customs, all religion. Everybody are doing the same. So automatically, you are just looking for an opportunity. If I am good at doing things, why not we convert? In fact, even they are ready to serve your breakfast, lunch, dinner also to your doorsteps for little charges. So this is something which we need to work out as far as the areas are concerned. Then probably you must have seen another which is blooming industry is your fashion industry or cosmetics, or when it comes to makeup and hairstyling and all those things are there. When people can do it, why not in a commercial level? That also can be thought of or can be explored. And probably you must have seen whenever you just pass through a new franchise which has started and doing a lot of business is your Zudio. And best part of the studio is they have kept it at open classes where everything is visible, and the highest or the maximum price sealed. What they have done is it's only for 999 and the mindset what they have given is everything is available within 1,000 rupees. And automatically the middle class crowd has just barged in and they want to try to explore starting from 199 to 999, and they are happy with whatever product they are selling. See, they are targeting a middle class segment and try to explore and try to enhance the business as far as their own development is concerned. See, all these things are something which are working. In fact, way back, I remember around 20 years back, if I am right, I had been to opening of Coffee Day that is in Gandhi Bazaar. And that time the coffee was 59 rupees. I'm telling you 23 years back. And the first impression was, who will buy coffee for 59 rupees those days? Now it has become 150 or 190, I think. But they came out with a tagline, lot more can happen with a cup of coffee. And they created ambience, they created a workplace, they created a place where you can sit and talk, and they gave you the Wi-Fi. And people are now ready to pay and spend time and have a cup of coffee. It is not for all probably, but again there are people who are going to make use of it, enjoy it, and let their target customer is they are the one who are going to spend. See, there is a business for every category. That's what I meant. There is a category of people who are ready to spend only 15-20 rupees for a cup of coffee, and even for 150 200 rupees. So you have to categorically understand where there is opportunity for them also, for these people also. Ultimately, where you are going to fit in is what makes a huge impact or difference. In fact, your online marketing, online supply, online ordering, online supply, probably getting into the business is a big world today. Anything and everything, it's okay, you can just create a one year platform, online platform, go for a marketing, and those are interested will connect with you. So these kind of a business opportunities which are running in and around, at least in society, if you just turn around and why not we make use of it. And the idea is it is only a positive mind, clear identification of an idea, and the way how it is going to impact to the society. The startup journey is what we need to discuss in detail, probably. Of course, I have shared the PPT also that can also be used for your learning purpose. That's not the issue. But when it comes to the idea, let me just categorize the entire process into six divisions: idea, validation, MVP, that is minimum value of product, then launch, scale, and impact. This is how we work as far as our session is concerned. When it comes to the idea, great ideas comes with uh, not necessarily it is with the great people. Great ideas will convert to a common people into a great people, right? Whether you take a product of a simple product of a Britannia biscuit, right? When they came out with a biscuit, I remember it was only a biscuit, probably a marigold or a good day biscuit. But later on, they have understood the market. They understood my target is not only the senior, I should target the children also. They came out with a Britannia Little Hearts, where in a heart type biscuit with sugar coated. Children liked it. Then probably you came with the cream biscuit. Again, there are two biscuits in between. There is a cream, and they have pressed it and they have given. And they have also started with the Britannia Cheska Muska, Britannia, probably what we call for diabetes, they came out with Marigold. So there are around 20, 30 types of variety of biscuits. This is where it see. Entrepreneurship is not necessary that only you come out with an idea. Yeah, innovation within the existing idea is also another important thing when it comes to entrepreneurship. People who are already doing, people who are already successful in an idea, you can also take a leaf out of them and try to go for a better version of that. That is also an the type of entrepreneurship which you can not necessary that only you can come out with new ideas. No, improvising the existing product in the existing business also can be done. Many of you are from the business families, and why don't you study and think about your own business can be presented in a better manner, in a better fashion, in a more corporate culture style, and make it more affordable as far as your product is concerned, whatever it is. So this is the area where you need to be little more open up. Now, when it comes to identifying a problem or an opportunity is a great strength of an individual. If you are not able to start, it's okay. At least you can take an idea, borrow idea, learn, look at, attend some sessions, learn, and just look at outside. Idea comes only from outside, where you can go around and come. See, if I have Ola or your whatever companies you have, your auto or your four-wheeler, three-wheeler, the company doesn't own a single car, but still they are connecting you to the car and they are getting profit. So, don't you think it's a good idea? And look at your Swiggy, the way how they have connected. They don't have a single hotel, but still they are able to connect the entire, half of the world and try to get maximum connectivity out of that. A small, the advertisement shows if you need a gulab jamun, midnight 1 o'clock, it's available. They charge for it, you pay for it. That's a different issue, but it's an opportunity. How they have created. Look at the medicines. Today it will be at your doorsteps. Anything for that matter. It will be at your doorsteps. And you need not to even step out of your home comfort zone. So all these things have given a lot of change to the people where they are ready to spend money. One thing, please remember, people are ready to spend if they are benefited. As simple as that. Even I am ready to spend, you are ready to spend if I get a good service, if I get a good, a return for value, whatever I spend. Now, identifying a problem and an opportunity is only a mind can understand looking you're in and around. Then, when it comes to explore your passion and skills, this is what I understood with Subhan sir. See, if you are not ready, if you are not open up, if you are not ready for taking new things or taking hard work or anything change, it will not work. If you want to see the sunshine, first you should get out of the house. Then only you can see the sun and sunshine. So sunrise will fall on you. Similarly, if you don't come out of your own mind blockage and all other things, comfort zone, probably you may not strike with the idea, or sometime it may be too late also. So better you come out of that and try to work on that. Then when it comes to generating ideas, also an important, it will have, I'm sure each one of you have minimum 10 ideas and how we are going to explore how what is to be done, how to be make out. Look at your, especially nowadays I am coming across with a lot of YouTube creators or content creators and lot of people who work on a lot of online issues. Fine, all these things is something which is going to benefit, which is going to help, how it is going to shape up your own activities concerned, especially when it comes to your ideas, how customers are treating or looking at customized nowadays. You must have seen. Uh, I was just going through with one of the watch shop. He said, "Sir, you tell me what you want. I will customize and give it to you with your name, whatever issues." And see, these are the changes what we are looking at from your side. Then choose the most promising one, that is the something which is going to benefit or which is going to like by your own customers. Research, that's then when it comes to the second one, that is validation. Test the idea, don't assume. This is where your overconfidence or sometimes your what we call influence or getting carried away should be taken care of. You must have seen in Bangalore only different localities have a different restaurants. They have done market research, extensive market research before they get into the final product. They understand the surroundings, they know the purchasing power of the individual. Accordingly, they'll go ahead with that research and with the product. Talk to the potential customers, validate the problem and solution, ensure there's a real demand. If there is no demand, please create the demand. That is what a good entrepreneur will do. Creating demand for the product which is there with you to the customer is a smart move. Telling them that this product is available and why don't you use it? As simple as that. Now, when I came out with particularly the Lace chips, it is available for 5 rupees, only 5 grams. Why? Because customer wants one-time usage. They say the moment they open airtight pack, they open, they use it, and okay. And I'm also okay because it's only 5 rupees. If I have to take 50 rupees packet, I have to open it, store it, and keep it for the longer time. Same thing happened with your cool drinks also. They came out with the one-time users, 200 ml. Small bottle will come, you can use and you can throw it rather than going for even though if it is less cost, if you buy 2 liters, and again 200 ml is only 20 rupees probably. That is where it is going to benefit the customer. Looking at the customer expectation is also very very important. In fact, the classic example for that is in 90s when this pan masala, gutka, and all those things they came out with the small sachets. That is one-time uses, 50 paisa, 1 rupee, that Bombay and all those things, 1 rupee, 2 rupees. Those small sachet sales are more than your 500 ml or 200 ml or 50 grams, sorry, 50 grams, content wise, because they have realized that customer want for a small quantity for one time usage. That is something which we need to be understood. Then build minimum and learn maximum. Create a minimum viable product, test key features with early users, collect feedback, you know, iterate or improve the quality and the way how it is to be taken care. Now you must have seen nowadays there are a lot of things which comes in handy, particularly those products, one-time usage products, whether it is consumable or whether it is usable, that is usable to the industries or whatever it is. So identify those things. In fact, candle making, if I have to tell you, agarbatti, all those things nowadays machines have come. Even that can be used. Even your perfumes, fragrances, decoration items, or your I was going through with fridge magnets, variety of magnets and all those things. This is something which is you can think out of the box, which is now in demand. In fact, very recently I've come across with this IPL matches. Suddenly, number 18, Virat Kohli, that name and number has increased the value of a product to 3 times. The t-shirt which used to cost 300, 350 rupees, suddenly it gone up to 1000 rupees because the demand and the supply, and it is also a opportunity cost which is to be taken care of. So this is how you need to work out. You need to understand. You need to, make any difference for your own validation of the ideas. Then minimum value product is again create a minimum viable product, test key features with early users, collect feedback and all those things to be taken care. Then of course, pitching in, launch of the product, placing of the product. Sometimes you would have come with your theory background and it may not be successful as far as practicality is concerned. That is also to be taken care. But of course, when it comes to your define your target market, execute go to market strategy, build brand awareness, acquire early customers. See, your target audience or a target market is very, very important. Whom you are catering to. If there are children, what is their influence factor? In fact, when I was going through with one of the company where they make bags for children, they said, "Sir, our bag qualities are the same, but only difference what we do is the stickers what we put, whether it is cartoon characters like Tom and Jerry, Chota Beam, or your Frozen, Anna, Elsa, all these things can make the difference as far as saleable is concerned, whether it is your lunchbox or a water bottle or whatever it is. These are the areas which you need to be careful when it comes to pitching the products properly, pitching the your business ideas at the highest level. And at the same time, today look at the books, look at your pen, pencil, all those things have become so commercialized, so user friendly. As far as children are concerned, they start liking, they have started working on that, and they are the one who are going to make a huge impact for your business, especially when it comes to even look at the chocolates, look at the way how they have done it. And best example is I can ever remember is your Cadbury. They say that kuch meetha ho jaye, and the chocolate they said converted into a gift, converted into a sweet, converted into a celebration in the festivals, and they say that why don't you gift chocolate as a sweet to the festival or to the any other person who is in a celebration mode. So these are the things which are working in connection with the reality of the product. Then when it comes to scalability, improve product and processes, build a strong team, expand a new market, increase revenue and efficiency. See, it varies and it differs from place to place, from city to city, from state to state, and country to country. Some products may not that doing well in one country, it may be extremely well in other countries. So this is something. In fact, I have seen. Look at your mangoes. Look at your rose flowers. Look at your other some fruits. The always better version will go to abroad because they are having lot of demand as far as our export is concerned. Their import, and they are able to get a best product, and we are getting best products. And some of our dress materials, fabrics, they'll get ready here and go to developed countries, and of course they get a lot of benefit because of the labor and other thing, but still business is on. So this is what we are looking at from our point of view when it comes to looking at their point of view. And very recently when I had been to Lalbagh flower show, at least I have seen around 50, 60 shops. They came out only to give a publicity as far as their new products, and they say all these things are organic products that are homemade. If you want, please contact us, we'll provide, starting from this papad, pickle, and all this health drinks. Nowadays everybody have become health conscious, automatically they are also working on that. So they are providing all kinds of foods and other protein energy drinks at subsidized rate from their home only. They direct supply to your home. Even your butter, it is your what we call ghee and all other things. Everything is now they have looked into a business perspective with a different directions and idea. That is something which is to be worked out. Then when it comes to the impact part, creating lasting value, solve a real problem at scale, create positive social, economic, and environmental impact, inspire change, and empower others. See, when it comes to the business, not necessary that whatever earlier people have done, we have to do the same. People have done looking at their positioning, their understanding, and all those things. But now, even we have to take a call looking at our surroundings and the need, how it is going to work. And when I was thinking this, you must have seen that fruity packet, juice packet, that is the mango drink, is available for 5 rupees, 10 rupees, 20 rupees, 50 rupees, 100 rupees. I was surprised. How come a single brand have so much of variety? Then I understood that it is something called as positioning of the product, where 5 rupees, 10 rupees, who are the customers? They know the specific customers, and automatically they are reaching to them and see to it it's available. If you go to any shop, any remote place, any shop, your lace chips are available, your cool drinks are available. Why? They have realized that they have to reach to the lowest or to the deepest level of as far as marketing or market is concerned. At the same time, now you have got gold shops, for example. If you go to Bangalore, you have all variety of shops in all areas. Why? They have understood that customer is inclined towards investment or a buying behavior from the gold, and they have extended their shops and activities. At the same time, tier 2 cities, tier 3 cities, even they have small franchises activities, and they are able to make a huge impact for their own product or concern. Ultimately, you should know how to you know uh, decentralize and penetrate to the lowest level so that you can reach out to your customers at the end of the day. That is something which is to be taken care. And again, I have been telling you that, see, it is starting. Sometimes it looks like very, very good, but you have to have a consistency, and you have to have some kind of a discipline as far as the process and progress is concerned. If that doesn't work automatically, somewhere halfway it may fail, or halfway it may probably take some bad shape, or it may discourage you also. So sometimes you may lose some money also, or probably that may not work at some point of time. Not necessary, but experience definitely you gain out of it, which probably you are going to use it for your own long-term investment or the objective is concerned. Now, looking at this, now I have a few examples to share, probably which may hit your point when you're looking as a business, as a youngster. Now, you must have seen nowadays there are a lot of event management companies have come up. If you have a birthday at home, they are there to celebrate you. There is a function and there is a gathering and all those things. Why I'm telling you this is a lot of youngsters are now more involved with coming out the content creation, or they hire a place and they just give you for 2 hours rent, 3 hours rent, where people go celebrate birthday, take a lot of pictures, background is good, and you take your friends and all those things. Maybe for 2,000, 3,000, your day is celebrated like best day of your life. That is, you can really think of. And again, when we are looking at your own, the way how trips are arranged. Now, your event, probably if you want to go to a family trip or your friend's trip or even from official trip, college trip, even tours and travels have come from different zones. I have come across with a group of 5 people who says we'll organize everything. I took my student for industrial visit. They said everything we'll do it. We take permission, we arrange buses, we arrange food. Per head, it will cost so much. When customers are ready, students are ready, I said okay. So this kind of a new, business which has led them to be successful. That is also which I have come across. And third one is now, especially a group of youngsters have started with the classes, what I said, that is tutorial classes, online classes with their contact, and they are teaching children online. And if they have any clarification, they can have to come down offline also. In fact, another area which now getting a lot of business is it is tuition one to one. That is, student will not come to you, you go to the student. And there are some parents are ready to pay, then fine. In that case, even house tuition, home tuition is also can thought of. Then when you are looking at little higher side where you can take a lot of franchises, where you can take a lot of branches, or you can expand your maybe wholesale to retail. All those things you can definitely think of probably which will help you. Or rather, I was telling you in the beginning, why don't you look at your own business if at all if you have? Look at what best you can add value to it. Bring new technology, bring new contacts, fresh ideas, and the new way of handling things so that it will benefit your own existing business. That's the best form actually. Whatever you are learning, if you put to your own house business, and that dividends will be more. So looking at that, just have a open mind where you can look around and try to work for it. And even working options are now open. If at all, if you are inclined towards working for few hours or few years or few days, now you can specifically put your role that you want to work for only 4 hours, 8 hours, 10 hours, and with your choice and preference, there are some jobs which you can make use of it, where you can make benefit out of it. These are the ways probably where you can think out of the box, especially as youngsters. Now, when it comes to handling, probably your own, as I was telling you, catering business and other things. Now there are a lot of solutions which you can provide, like web page deciding, or you can content creation, or even when it comes to handling your site. In fact, if I am the one who I am not good at handling my own technology, especially when updating, uploading, or probably circulating Twitter, or whether it is Insta, whatever it is, even that kind of opportunities are also available, especially the millennials or the senior people who are not that good at technology. They may take your help and try to circulate their business or whatever their popularity or their content. Again, you can be the content developer, or you can internet web page developer, and that kind of thing also which can do, which have been taken. And very recently, I'm sure all of you must have attended one or the other function. Photography and videography has become a very important part of our life. You must have seen, now they shoot pictures and videograph in any marriage as if it's a shooting of a Hollywood movie. That kind of arrangements they'll have. Why don't you think of it? Why don't you probably can be one among them with the team, with the equipment? And it's a very growing business because everybody today are behind about their own popularity and everything. Just imagine, will you go to any function and come back without taking a single picture? It is impossible. Everybody are behind their selfies and all those things. You know how the younger generation or the entire world is. Why don't you think of it? Or rather, why don't you come to your learning mode where we can write books, where you can write some contents and you can write any kind of stories and share with them. There are a lot of platforms which have come. Use your own talent, creativity, poetry, you can do it if you are interested. Writing small stories, you can do it. Or you can do a lot of stage shows. All these things are open for the student like you or anybody for that matter who are interested to explore whatever changes or explore whatever the content which are available. And if not, at least think out of the box where a new business can be flourished or can be taken over within your limited resources, investment, or with the collaboration or the partnership or however it is. Lot of takeaways have come where you need not to prepare also, you need not to even go to their place also. You just circulate that, okay, this is what it's available, just let us know and we'll just circulate, whether it's offline or online, take the orders and do it. So all these things are on card actually when you are handling with the business part. Only thing is you should have an open mind to do it. But today, most our learning, I don't know, it has come so traditionally that we have been taught like that, study well, you will get a good job, good salary. This is how we have been taught. But I think it's a time has come, days have come where we need to tell them, study well, you can start your own job and earn how much ever you want. That is how probably we need to change our own statements. And every institution or every organization is behind you to be an entrepreneur because that is what society needs. That is what our country needs. Because if you become something who is independent and think out of the box and add a lot of values to societies and the country, probably that is how we can add that to our economy also. Now, looking at the entire background, that is from idea to impact, every opportunity is an idea, and every idea is an opportunity. Please remember, it is like two faces of the same coin. Only thing is how you adapt, how you can understand, and how you can present makes a huge difference, which you need to understand. Today, just go out of your house. How many businesses have come only in the evening times? If you just walk out of the street, see small things which are pop up, and everybody have their own way of selling. Whether it is small momos, whether it's a Korean food, Japanese food, or German food or with this a kind of different flavor shades, everybody have their business. I'm not telling you to become a cook or anything like that, but see the opportunity. And I am very surprised to tell you that most of these opportunities are grabbed by the other people, not our own people. I just see when I go outside, these are things are done by other. I'm not against them. People who come from other state, other country, they are into the more business than our own local people. But that is how the opportunity is there. But remember, any business idea, any opportunity is not restricted to anybody. It's only to the person who is hardworking, only to the person who is going to make an impact. So before I conclude, just keep an open mind, understand, learn, put hard work, and see around. Your learning is not in the classroom. I don't agree with that. Your learning is what you see outside, what you understand, and how things behave. Sometimes what you study, by the time you come out to the practicality, it will be different. I have thought marketing way back when I started my career that you should meet the customer, you should understand the customer, and you should talk to customer. Now I don't teach. I say marketing means it's online. Just prepare a product and send it to the customer. Customer will see, and if they like, they'll place an order. You and customer should not meet only. Things have changed. We should understand, adapt, and go ahead with the changes, whatever is happening. And change is permanent, which we need to understand. Every idea is business, every business is idea, and impact is what you need to converting an opportunity, a business idea into an opportunity to a successful business is what we are trying to understand. And to conclude, a great startup is not just about building a company. Please remember, it is about creating meaningful change. Any change which you are creating, adding, developing is what is the startup. It is not that big companies you have created and some which is not helping others. No, I don't agree with that. Even a small thing will definitely add value to you, society, and at last to the country. And please add value, make change for yourself, and make changes for everybody. This is what I actually wanted to share with you all. If you have any specific questions, you can ask. I think my time is done. Madam, can I conclude with this or how it is?
Yes, sir, please.
Okay, and thank you so much. Again, I wish you all the best for you and your institution. You have been doing good work and keep continuing. Thank you.
Thank you so much, sir, for that insightful session. You have given us so much clearer understanding of how an idea can be identified, tested, developed, and eventually transformed into something meaningful. I'm sure many of our students are leaving this session with new ideas and hopefully the confidence to take those ideas forward. Thank you once again, sir, for being a part of Inspira Series 2026. And now we move on an important part of today's program. The next session is dedicated to the Innovate X event details. For students who are interested in participating, exploring their ideas, and being a part of the opportunities offered through Innovate X, this session is especially useful. To take us through the details, guidelines, and important information regarding the event, we have with us Mubin ma'am. Ma'am, we are happy to have you with us. I now invite Mubin ma'am to take us through the Innovate X event details.
A very good afternoon to the respected chairman, guest speaker, Dr. Mohammad Farooq sir, principal, degree principal, Ms. Shabrin, faculty members, and dear students. Inspira is basically an intercollegiate festival where we provide platform for not only our students, for outside students also to showcase their talent, and various events is being conducted where they can bring out creativity, innovations, and skill. Normally, we have seen colleges participating or colleges hosting this events for 2 or 3 days, where multiple events is being done and they are closing with a kind of a short note. But now we came up with a concept of Inspira, where Inspira is linked up with a webinar and an event. We wanted to tell the students that the event, how it has to be done or what's its essence is through a webinar, through a speaker to a guest speaker, and then the event to be hosted. This webinar is about the upcoming event business pitch, where guest speaker has told very clearly about various startup ideas, implementations, how people have succeeded, various ideas which has people brought up and then they have succeeded with it, and how youngsters also can do this more cautiously. They can do this. So the event, it's on to be conducted on 29th of this month, upcoming Saturday it's going to be. It's not about only presenting business ideas, it's about identifying the problems, solutions, and transforming innovative ideas. Basically, Innovate X provide an excellent platform to show your innovation skills. So here in this event, the rounds are going to be two kinds of a round. We are asking the students first to submit the business plan. Submission of a business plan by a team of 4 members, and that business plan should consist of the problem statements very clearly, that what they are going to tell about or what they have identified the problem because of which the business plan has came into existence. Proposed a solution, and then target market for that businesses, what type of business model has to be chosen, and what are the different marketing strategies or platforms can be used to showcase that, and financial projections, and how the implementations can be done. Overall, a business plan has to be submitted, and round 2 consists of a presentation in front of the judges uh, to tell them that their ideas is going to be feasible in the market, convincing the judges that their idea or their plan is feasible in the market and they are going to get the revenue in the market. So convincing part will be there in front of the judges. Basically, we are asking 4 students in a team to submit their business plan, and with 8 minutes of their presentation, and 4 minutes will be given for an interactive session with the judges to tell them what exactly their business plan is all about. The judging criteria will be based on your submission and the interaction and how feasible it is in the market. So this about Innovate X. So before starting up the event, we have bring up with a webinar telling that how startups will work out, how startup ideas are there, and how the implementations are being done previously. So it's a chance for you to learn in the webinar, and the same thing, the time is being given to you of 1 week to submit your business plan. Probably we expect the students to do the registration process before Thursday. 1 o'clock, we are going to wind up with the registration processes. So we request all the students to please register yourself for this event. The best of best presenter, one team will be awarded with a memento and a cash prize of 3,000 rupees. I wish all the participants and not only to just to have a winning movement, but also to have that courage to participate in something new, what is going to happen. Thank you.
Thank you so much, ma'am, the Innovate X event details clearly. I hope everyone now has a clear idea about the event and the opportunities waiting for you. And now we come to a very engaging part of today's program. It's time for an interactive session. May I request the students to put forward your questions to our guest speaker. You can use the chat box to share your questions and make the session more interactive and engaging. We encourage everyone to actively participate and make the most of this opportunity.
Yeah. You can forward your questions, please.
Today's webinar has truly been a journey of ideas, inspiration, innovation, and impact. From understanding the role of students in creating social change to learning how ideas can be transformed into a successful startup opportunities, and finally understanding the Innovate X event. We had a very enriching afternoon. On behalf of Falcon Degree College, I would like to extend a sincere gratitude to our respected speakers for taking the time to be with us and share their valuable knowledge. Before we officially conclude, I would like to invite Juveria to deliver the vote of thanks.
Good evening, everyone. As we come to the end of this wonderful Inspira Series webinar, I feel honored to propose the vote of thanks. I sincerely thank our respected chairman, Abdul Subhan sir, and heartful thanks to our chief guest, Dr. Mahmoud Farooq Pasha, for joining us and sharing such a valuable insight with us. I would also like to thank Mubin ma'am for her guidance and efforts in making this section successful. Finally, thank you to all the students, faculty members, and everyone who joined us today. Your presence made this session truly meaningful. Thank you.